I remember going through my parents when they retired a few years ago, and kind of like seeing that struggle. And neither were in real estate, and one was self-employed, and one had a career that worked for somebody else. And just watching the joys of leaving the workforce and the struggles of leaving the workforce. And I think if you're a successor, you really have to be sensitive to that, because it's not easy, as you mentioned earlier, for people just to get up and leave. Some people have that ability, but I think most people, if you've built, especially if you built it from the ground up with your own sweat and your hard work and your late nights and missing family events to build your business, it's not easy just to like walk away. And I think the successor really needs to listen and be understanding of that, and willing and know that, hey, you might have a plan of timeline and it might need to be adjusted, or some things might get said or something that you just kind of got to go, hold on, this is not necessarily easy, not assume that everything is, wonderful on the way out. And then on the other side of it, the person that's leaving, I think what you'd hope in all the conversations I've had is kind of that they're open, but also acknowledge on the other side, because it's like dating. You need them to acknowledge that, hey, I'm leaving, so I need to relinquish some of the control on the decisions and whatnot. Because no matter whether you have a 2 month succession plan, 6 months, 12 months, 5 years, there is a torch that gets passed, right? And you might in the beginning go, hey, let's do all our marketing stuff together, and you co-prove everything and put it out. And eventually that's going to transition to the successor makes all those decisions in terms of what's getting put out there, the content. And you need the person that's walking away to not try to micromanage when they leave, because that doesn't benefit anybody. I think it just will probably cause more friction, and trust is so key, right? Like it's like any relationship, you have to have both parties trust each other. So like I said, it's kind of, I think it's flexibility and malleable of being on both sides, and trying to put yourself in their shoes, because if you don't do that, you're not going to go very far, and it's just not going to work. I've been fortunate because the people I've worked with, we've been, they're all different in terms of how we put together.